kid met me, and I think I just must tell the story because she wouldn't let me forget it. She came up to me and she just had taking me by the arms and you listen. She said, you know, a lot of people don't know this, but you and I have known one another longer than any person in this room. And you may say that's impossible. But how it happened, I was 13 years old. I was in the park at, I think it was Falwell. And I didn't know who Fran was. This lady came up to me and she said, little girl, would you like to play tennis? I said, sure. So I started playing tennis. But I really didn't know her, really, to meet her, until about 20 years later when I became a professional college of hers. And Fran has always remembered that. Anyway, I knew Fran in two ways while I was at the university. One was through our professional work. We worked together at the state level, at the district level, at the national level. I don't know how many hours we spent on projects and committees together. We were just always there and really working hard. The second way, you've heard about the student teaching program, and we became very closely related to Fran. She was very, very cooperative about our student teaching program, took a great deal of interest in it. So consequently, we were able to build this very firm foundation and working relationship with the Minneapolis schools. And it really was a great service and help to us, and we do thank you, Fran. I'd like to just say on a personal note, Mike has already mentioned this. She is one sharp lady, as all you know. She has wisdom, and she has that rare ability to cut through right to a problem and solve it. And no embellishments, nothing. Get the job done. That's what she's done year after year after year. You solve one problem, go on to the next, go on to the next. And she said, that's my work, that's what I'm all about. And along with this, I think she's one of the most humane, loving people and caring people that I've ever known in my life. She cares about everybody. She cares about her teachers. She cares about her student teachers. And, excuse me. And I just thought, you know, she said to me many times, you know, she always, my mission in life is service. And it certainly has been service, and not only when she was teaching and as a consultant in Minneapolis schools, but also when she retired, because I think she spent some 15 years working with the Minneapolis Retirement Association and also director of the board at Teachers Residence. So that the service has never stopped. It's just been part of her life, and what a wonderful job she's done. I've got to tell you just one other thing on a more personal note. I was at a convention in Washington, D.C. Fran was there. And we just finished lunch, and I was standing out on the porch, and I was figuring out my afternoon program, because there's some good things I wanted to go to. And Fran walks up to me, and she said, what are you doing? And I showed her the program. I said, this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to decide just what meetings I want to attend. And she looked at me, and she said, you're not going to attend anything. She said, you're coming with me. I said, I am. She said, yes, we're going to Georgetown. And so I was a little taken aback. Knowing Fran, I went to Georgetown. And we spent the entire afternoon there and evening. I think it was one of the most marvelous times I've ever had in my life. We walked all over the place, you know, just went in every store. And after dinner, we just found out that about 2 blocks from where we were, Mrs. Kennedy had just moved in to one of the Georgian townhouses. It was just 2 blocks up the street. So, of course, after dinner, we went up the street. And we stood there looking at her home, and also quite a few policemen around looking at us. There was quite a number. But we had really just a wonderful time. And the reason I'm telling you this, when we went back, she said something to me I'll never forget. She said, you know, when I go to conventions, I tell my teachers one thing. Don't be surprised if you run into me browsing in a department store or elsewhere. And don't duck and don't run for cover. Because it's a perfectly natural human thing to do. And she said, I do it all the time, and I expect you to do it. And what she was really saying, that really hit me, because cheer meetings are important. Work hard, take care of your business. But at the same time, there are other things in life that are just as educational. And I remembered that. It's a great thing to remember, and I thought, when I got back, I often wondered, if she hadn't done what she did that day, would I ever really have seen Georgetown? I might have walked away, went to the meetings, and never seen it. It was just a great experience. Fran, you've been a wonderful friend, and I thank you for all the memories. I thank you for all the memories and everything you've done for me. All I can say is God bless.